Right, we're out here with Caden Dudney at the 2024 Loretta Lynn's Amateur Nationals. You stalled it in that last moto. Did you have a little panic? It looked like you stalled it anyway. Was it a little panic?
Yeah, there was a little panic because when the bike's hot, it doesn't like start.
Yeah.
And it started right up, and I was kind of like, thank God. And I was kind of excited that it started right back up.
You look really good, man. I'll be honest, I didn't know a lot about you. Monster Energy Kawasaki, obviously, backing you. I saw you at our local track, Swan, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, holy shit, this dude is ripping. You were scrubbing this little roller. Super impressive. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Signed with Cowie in 22, and last time I was here at Loretta's, I was 22.
Okay.
So
yeah, you took last year off.
Yeah, I didn't come last year, so I moved up to the 250, and that was a little struggle. And my first race was Ironman, so we came a long way since then.
Today, the motos are 20 minutes for you. How was your stamina? Because you dropped some. I think your second or third lap was the fastest lap of the week so far, but then lap time started dropping a little bit. I think your teammate Landon was catching you, but then you gapped it back out. So was stamina good, or was it just some bad laps? I mean, it's obviously up and down.
Yeah, no, stamina's definitely not the greatest right now because I had a thumb injury right before, and Swan was actually my first day back. So that's definitely been a challenge for me here, and yeah, I'm just out there just trying to put laps in and do my best.
Yeah, so coming into this weekend, was the goal championship, or was the goal let's see where we are and just it's just kind of a stepping stone?
Yeah, it was just kind of see where we're at, and wherever we place, don't let it get me down, and just move on and focus on Ironman.
Liam Alof, so far, how do you feel you've done at your Lorettas? Have you been close to your expectations, above your expectations?
Really, I didn't really have any expectations coming in because, I mean, in September I broke both my ankles and I hadn't been behind a gate till the Redbud Combine. So it was kind of an iffy, I'm going to obviously do the best I can do, go for a podium, and if a win's there, go for a win. I went through the first moto seeing how I did there, and then I kind of made my goals from there. So now it's obviously just to get a podium, and if I can win, I'll go win.
So with so little time on the bike before this, how have you been in the 20-minute motos? Do you feel like your stamina's been there for the full 20s? Or you guys are doing 25, I think.
Yeah, we're doing 25. I mean, I've been training. I live in Georgia now, so I've been training and doing long motos, 20s, 30s, the whole 9 yards. But it's tough here because, this track doesn't have many big jumps. Everyone's been saying, it's hard to get, time to breathe. So you kind of struggle with a little just breathing. So it's tough, but I'm pretty good during the 20s. Yesterday I was really good. We had 2 motos, and it was pretty hot. But the first day we only had 1 moto, and I was cooked right after. So yesterday was a way better day for me, and I'm feeling good. So
post Loretta Lynn's, what are your plans? Do you have anything set in stone that are you going to do combine, Ironman? Do you want to try to go pro next year? Do you know what the plan is?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the combine Ironman for sure. I'm scheduled to do that at least. And then after that, there's no real plan. Just because when I got hurt, everything got bumped back another year, so it kind of threw a curveball to me. But we're gonna go either month by month and see how that goes, and then we'll make decisions as we go.
Cooper Webb, what's your best Loretta Lynn's memory?
Best memory, I've had a lot of good ones. Racing is obviously, winning championships, that's great, that's fun. But honestly, just looking back, being here with my family, meeting friends along the way, being here as a kid, and it taught you a lot, the highs and lows of our sports, to never give up. And but if I had to choose one memory alone, I would say probably my first year here on a PW50. I didn't even know what Loretta Lynn's was. My dad signed me up for it, and I won first time I ever tried. And looking back, it's pretty special as a 6-year-old kid.
How important do you think Loretta's titles are to a pro career?
It's hard to say. I think Loretta's definitely helps establish a lot of recognition and sponsorship. And if you do good here, I do think it's important because it is by far the most pristine and best national of the year. So I think it does hold value. But then again, there's guys that never won anything here and have had a great pro career. So, like I said, I think the biggest thing is it teaches you a lot of developmental skills and how to handle the good and the bad, and how to handle pressure, the longer motos, consistency. So it's definitely important, but it's not everything.
I want to follow that question just because you won 4 titles in your amateur career. Your teammate, Daxton, won 6.
Demon.
He's coming for you. He's coming for that 450 championship soon,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
But he's got to step up on the 250, though, a little bit, man.
Hey, we're at Loretta, so we're talking about Loretta's only right now.
He's got 6
butt.
titles to your 4.
And that's what's funny is you look back at all those years where you just let one go. I've had a few. I remember one, I went 134-1. I had a super mini title where I landed on a kid on the last lap while I was checked out and went like 1-1-5 and lost. So, but it's always the what ifs. I think everybody here at the ranch has the what if story. So
Hell, I didn't even qualify, so what am I talking about? Daxton Bennett, what is your best Loretta's memory?
Yeah, I was about to say kind of what Coop said. Looking back, like, it obviously hasn't been near as long for me as Coop, but
He's old.
yeah, he's getting washed up.
Over the hill.
Kidding. No, but I would say, like, you camp here for a full week with your family. Like, dude, you go through some moments where you want to kill each other, and also some moments that you love each other. So it's like you said, a lot of up and down. But dude, it's definitely been good. And looking back, like, even from 50 days to last year as an A rider, like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Awesome. And Coop, just real quick, you said in the tower a little bit ago that eventually you'd like to come back and race here. Brownie said he'll still be ready for you. He'll still be here.
Brownie will be 90 years old, probably kicking my butt. So I do though, man. I'm a racer at heart, so I think obviously we got business to attend to here still at the pro level and some more championships to win. But one day I definitely would love to represent the Blue Crew and come back as a vet rider, bring my family, my kids here, and get back to Roots Tour, man. That's what it's all about.
All right, Andrew Short. We're here at Loretta's with the creek in the background. Plus 40 champion, 1-2-1 with literally a photo finish in Moto 3. How's it feel?
It's pretty wild. I didn't really know if I wanted to come if Turd didn't make it. So I was a little on the fence last minute, not very prepared. So now that I got here, I've had way more fun than expected in the creek and doing all the things I didn't do when I was a kid, all the fun stuff. I was so serious. But I'm really excited. I didn't really think I had that last moto with Brownie, and I was pretty disappointed because before I got here, I'm like, I think I can take Mike Brown. Everyone says he's super fast here, but I watched YouTube, watched, all these things. I'm like, I think I can do pretty good. But I way underestimated how fast he was, how tough this track is. The heat fried me on Wednesday or whatever in the Open Pro Moto. I killed myself. I got a little bit of heat, not heat stroke, but heat exhaustion, I think. So just a wild week, but I've had a lot of fun hanging out with the mini bike friends, that the parents of kids that race in my son's class. So I've had a lot of fun. It's been a wild week to end like this. I didn't expect it. So I'm pretty stoked. But I've been getting killed in the pro class. I kind of saved my energy for that one.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Overall,
cool.
At what point did you think you were, because I guess he got hung up by a lapper, Mike did. I didn't see it because it was on the opposite side of the track where we were standing. But it literally, I think he got hung up by a lapper a little bit, maybe made a poor line choice, not really sure. And then, but you were gaining on him for 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, I was slowly reeling him back in, but I was like, he'll wick it back up once I got on him. But I think he had some arm pump, or I don't know what happened, but I just didn't give up. And even the last lap when I came around the checkered flag, I'm like, ooh, I might have a chance. And then halfway through, he was still pretty far in front of me, so I didn't, I kind of lost hope, but I kept digging, kept pushing. And then I buzzed the tower over that jump, went into the sand. I'm like, oh boy. And I was so tired, shaky, and I just didn't feel good. So, but I just didn't give up. So it's pretty wild. But he's a beast, man. I don't know if he's extra special on this track because I've seen him ride at Mini O's and some of the other races. I don't think there's that many people there to push him. But he was a lot fast, like mad respect to him. He was a lot faster than I expected.
He's amazing here, yeah. I mean, so I guess rematch 25.
I didn't think I would really come back. It'd be a lot for me and my son to be here. And it's a lot of money. Like I buy everything except for my gear. I'm super thankful. I still have a relationship with Fly and WPS. But it's a lot of money to come here, time, energy, and I need to be dad. So my son, he broke his wrist at the first regional. He tried to do the next one, got smoked, and his hand's fallen off. So I was like, oh, I better go this year. So to come, and if he makes it here next year, oh, it'd be a lot. So I haven't washed my bike for the last 3 or 4 motos, or Jackie hasn't. But before she got here, I burned a lot of energy washing my bike and getting everything out. And I was tweaking and too much. So I've changed a lot on my bike, trying to get comfortable, changed hangers, suspension. I blew 2 fork seals. FC helped me with that. And just crazy stuff. It zapped my energy. So I would like to come back. I would definitely do it on a 350, not a 450. I got a brand new bike before I came here. That was dumb. The new factory edition. I wish I would have just kept my old bike. So I spent a lot of money on that, and I just wasn't super comfortable. Now I'm comfortable on my bike, but it took a few days. So I'd like to come back on a 350. If I do it, I definitely want to do it. But if it works out, and I would love to come with my kid. So it's been a great week. This is a cool race. Haven't raced here since 2001. A lot's changed, and the last time I was here, I was going to the dance with my wife, and we weren't even married, and like it's different, but it's the same. Right? But it's cool to come back.
Jackie, how do you feel about Andrew's accomplishment this weekend?
It really was full circle to come back, especially to come back with Turd, because this is one of the first places Andrew and I kind of talked and met at, along with the other amateur national races throughout the year. It was really cool to come back and see it through his eyes, even though he's not racing, and just kind of experiences as an adult, because things we didn't do as a kid, and being in the creek, and no pressure, just having fun.
Yeah, it's a good weekend. It's cool to see you here for the whole week and supporting and mechanicking and all that stuff.
I mean, yeah, I did a lot of simple green and fluff and buff and, on the bike, and I think it was my starting. I was how many motos so far for the starting device? I said it every time so far, so it's all that matters. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's hard. I know.
So there's a lot of pressure. It was a lot, being a mechanic was a lot. And I did the pit board. I don't know if he saw it. The first moto, he said he saw breathe on it. I didn't even write breathe on it. I was like, yeah, awesome. It was good.
All right, Mike Brown, we're on the last day of Loretta's. You're packing up to get out of here. Just wanted to check on you, man. First overall in plus 50, second overall in plus 40. That one hurt you a little bit.
It did, the way it went down. I think I'd rather have been beat by 10 seconds than go down like that. But
was it like a couple thousandths or something?
Yeah, I think it was 0.019. So whatever. I know I lost it myself, and Andrew was riding really good all week, and I expected that. It wasn't like I was surprised. But no, I'm disappointed. But at least coming here, like it was good to race with him, have somebody to battle with there the whole time, and keep you honest. And it keeps me training. Coming here, I knew he was going to be tough, so I trained a little extra, and I need a little extra more than that. But overall, it was a great week. I came out here with one championship in the 50, but yeah, looking forward to next year already.
Okay, I was going to ask that because I've had people say, I think Brownie's done, he's not going to come back. Like, how many of these do you want? You just going to do it until you can't do it anymore?
I still love it. Like it is to come and win championships and do my best. As long as I'm battling like I was yesterday and all this week, it was that's what brings me back. I love getting on the line, knowing I got a chance to win a championship. I'm battling. I'm got good lap times. That's what it's about. It's and being around this year all week is awesome. Me and Kiefer was talking about it yesterday. It's like,
who?
This guy Chris Kiefer. I don't know where he's at this week, Chris Quitter, yes. No, but we said, we get here and it's like, man, what am I doing? Then Friday comes and we're packing up. It's like, man, looking forward to next year already. So it's a good environment to be around. It's, like I said, motocross people are the best, and I'm excited to be here and being able to ride at 52 and be competitive and people watching you race, and it's the whole thing. It's a package thing, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud to be here. Got my butt kicked. I love it. Good job to Andrew. And we're back in England in 2 weeks together on the vet Motocross of Nations thing in England. So looking forward to that with Andrew.
Awesome. Well, I plan on being here. I'm AMA 50 now, so I'm going to try to qualify and get smoked by you guys next year. I told Bradshaw, let's go. It's time to come back.
Let's do it.
Get everybody on the line.
What did Bradshaw say? Is he in or out?
He said if Ulrich from Yamaha would pay him to train, he'd be here. But if he's only going to pay him to go to ride days, then no.
Exactly.
So he's
I
probably
agree
not.
with him.
Yeah. Right, Ryan Villopoto. I want to get your best Loretta Lynn's memory.
Oh, best Loretta Lynn's memory. Man, this race always brings a lot of pressure, a lot of different feelings when you get here. But as a kid, going down to the creek, swimming, fishing, this race brings, like I said, a lot of different pressure and elements to it, but it's not the end all be all. Like I only won one championship here, and it was in '05, my last time here. So, and then I went on to obviously do some really big things in after that in actually pro racing. So, you know, this is a really cool event, really fun. I come back every year, and you know, part of me wants to get the kids here either to just experience it on you know, just as a spectator, or we'll see, one day maybe they race it. So you know, it's like I said, you have to come here, you have to come to Loretta's, you have to do well, but it's not the end all be all if you don't. You know, I started out, I think, around 10 or 11 years old coming here for the very first time, and I started outside the top 10, or right at 10th, I believe, and then just kind of worked my way up, and I have a whole lot of seconds here and one first. So you know, but yeah, there's a lot of good memories. We, you know, as a family coming here, traveling from Seattle all the way here to Tennessee. So you know, there's a lot of work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into it. But you know, yeah, it is a lot of fun to be able to come back, especially in my position now.
Absolutely, and you touched on it, and this is a question I've been asking some of the kids this weekend: is how important do you feel winning a title, or how important do you feel results are here? And you mentioned one title here, I think 10 pro titles. Then your biggest competition, who won, I don't remember, 8 titles or 9 titles at
10,
Loretta's,
I think. Yeah.
didn't really win any major titles. Do you feel the results here necessarily translate to the pro ranks, and how important are they?
I mean, I think they do translate, and I think you need to, as a racer and as a kid, you need to feel what that pressure is like, because if you do make it past this step into the you know, Supercross, into pro motocross, this is just a fraction of the pressure they're going to feel. But obviously at a young age, you know, 50s, 60s, 80s, you know, that's a whole lot of pressure at a very young age. So it's just building that foundation and knowing what that feels like, and getting you ready for, you know, the future. But yeah, you have to do it. You have to come here, and it definitely does help to do well, you know, for securing rides and things like that in the future. But there's been a lot of guys, myself included. I think Dunge also. We have like one championship here, and like I said, it doesn't mean everything, but it definitely helps you, you know, transition into the pros a little bit easier.
I would think also losing with so much pressure would help too, right?
Well, yeah, you got to learn to lose before you can win. You know,
yeah.
I think that, yeah, I didn't, like I said, I didn't win a lot here. One time, so every time we'd show up, I was leaving with a second or a third, you know. So
long ride home.
Yeah, it's a long ride home, you know. With you know, trying. I think we came here probably 10 times, you know, as throughout my amateur career, and just kept trying. So I think it helped me in the long run not winning and not having the, you know, maybe not the best equipment. We had good equipment, but it wasn't the best.
2025, RV, Shorty, Brownie?
No, I don't think so. I'll be back here with Yamaha in 25, and we'll see, maybe the boys.
Kylie Stalling, right here, day 4, I think, at Loretta's. 2 motos in the WMX class. You've gone 1-1. In the past, you have 3 championships. You're the defending WMX championships. Let's start with, what will this title mean to you? You're more than likely, unless something weird happens, you're going to win this title this weekend. What will it mean to you?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I haven't calculated all the points up, but I'm pretty sure I have to get a top 4 maybe to win overall, since I'm going 1-1. You know, I've had a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but I had surgery on my fib in January, so I didn't end up winning Spring Nationals, which was kind of a bummer. But yeah, so far this race has been a lot to me, since I have had to come back from that and not winning Spring Nationals, and now I'm going 1-1, and then hopefully another one in this last moto. So it means a lot, and obviously this is one of the biggest races of the year, so, you know, I really want to win.
Yeah, Sophie was talking up. She was announcing and talking about you coming back from a couple injuries, I believe. Was it elbow and ankle?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I broke my elbow right before Minios. Ended up racing, even though I wasn't released. Didn't do too well then, but like I said, I think we're getting the speed back.
Yeah, the state of women's moto seems pretty good to me right now. There are a lot of fast girls in your class. We have the WMX Pro Series going on. Even just like having Jordan Jarvis out there, I mean, she's kind of a legend to me in the women's division, so it's really very strong state of the women's sport right now.
Yeah, it's really strong. I've looked through the roster, and it's like there's GNC champions. There's
Corey Steed's out there.
There's
Taylor.
Taylor, and it's tough. It's tough, but you know, it's good. It's good to see for sure.
All right, Avery Long, man, we're out here. Loretta Lynn's. You had a bad start, I believe, in the very first moto of the weekend, didn't you? On Tuesday, did you come from the back?
No, I actually had a second place start, but crashed first lap coming out of Storyland, so got shuffled back and came back to second in that one.
So you had to do some work.
Yep.
How do you feel about your results so far? Because you've been one of the fastest guys on the track, if not the fastest guy a lot of times. The results don't necessarily show that.
No.
I mean, they're not bad. Second, third's obviously great, but...
Yeah, the results definitely don't show that, and I actually had another second place, but I got knocked off the track on the start and got docked 5 positions for that. So
that's right.
It is what it is. I'm happy with my riding. You know, made a couple mistakes, and that have kind of handicapped me a little bit. So just to clean up them few things going into the next 3 motos, and I'll be looking good at the end of the week.
2022, you won 2 championships. You were named Amateur Rider of the Year here. How important do you feel like this weekend is to your future for a pro career? Do you have any options for 25 yet?
No options for 25 yet, but it's definitely kind of feels like a make or break week, so to say. You know, it's exciting, but also nerve-wracking at the same time. But you know, just told to embrace the nerves, and that's kind of what I've done. And you know, I feel like you know, a lot of people have seen what I'm capable of doing. Now it's just to get myself out front and you know, win some motos now to show that I can, you know, be that first place guy.
Ryder Malinowski out here at Loretta Lynn's 2024, riding under the FXR Club MX tent. Now, this is only your 4th year really racing seriously. Pretty damn good.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been racing for 4 years, second time at Loretta's, and yeah, I'm having a blast so far. I only made it 4 motos last year, and just because of the rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going good.
What were your expectations and goals coming in this year?
Expectations and goals were top 10. I would say every moto. I've been training really, really hard at Club MX, and we have a really good group of guys there, and yeah, we're pushing the limit almost every day, and it's been really, really fun.
All right, Alex Federstoff. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Pretty close?
Yep.
All right, Club MX Yamaha. How many times have you been here? Is this your first time?
That's first time, yeah.
First time.
Yep.
So I had your results a minute ago. That's a 250B 5.6.
Yep.
And Schoolboy 2.6. So top 10s, much like your teammate. I feel like those are really good results for a first time here. What were your expectations coming in?
Expectations, just learn the track as quick as I can. A little struggling right now with the track. Can't get used to a little bit, but still finishing okay. Want to be a little better on the track and feel more like comfortable and not tight as I ride like right now. So trying to keep learning and keep doing the best I can.
I'm sure you've seen video of it. Now that you're actually here, does it compare to what you thought it was going to be?
No, it was way different than what I expect. That's what I expect. It's way different because track is tight. It's a couple corners really tight down. Rods are different and different what I used to ride. So it's a little hard to me to get used to, but we figured it out little by little. So for the first year, I think getting a little closer to what we want to do.